I really understand your devastation today, and I really hope that you are able to understand my reason, right? I'm going to be very honest with you, just the way I'm always honest with you. This morning, I got an emergency call, a sudden call from my lecturer, and he told me, "Must better, you're going to be having a private lecture on one of the topics you are struggling to understand," right? There's a topic I've been struggling to understand in class, and so we always create time for extra classes. So I told him, no problems. If the class is going to be there today morning, then I am a student. What you say is what I am supposed to do. I availed myself, believing that the class was going to last for potentially 2 hours, 1 hour. But unfortunately, the class lasted for 5 hours. As we speak, I haven't had breakfast. It is already noon. 16 minutes after noon, unfortunate enough, right? I have decided to share the video with you because this is what is most important. We might not be winning, but having the insights of Must Better, the professor of betting, is also important if you are to have a beautiful day, all right? So that is why I have decided to abscond breakfast. I have abandoned breakfast, and right now I am recording this video just to tell you how serious I am, right? If it was others, they would have quit, right? Because the lecture was so long, so much demanding to my brain power, I have only been able to analyze 3 matches today, right? And that is what I'll be sharing with you today. Our very first game will be the one from Champions League, Arsenal Real Madrid. Second game, Bayern vs Inter. Third game is going to be Derby vs Burnley. In this video today, we will also be having 2 bet slips, all right? 3.9 odds and 3.2 odds. I believe, and I strongly want to believe these predictions are properly done and we are going to get something out of them. With 3 odds, we are in a position to make profit if one of them is to win and the other is to lose, all right? So let us believe. Let us hope that we are going to be winning. We all know the results that we had yesterday. Not convincing enough, there is no need to continue building on them because we only had 1 winning bet slip yesterday out of the 3 that were shared. In Turkey Super League, it was complete chaos. We went for over 2.5 goals. The results, 1-1 draw, 1-1 draw, making our second bet slip a losing bet slip, making our third bet slip a losing bet slip. So that is the results for yesterday to those of you who are asking. In today's video, these are the matches. Arsenal versus Real Madrid. Our prediction is Arsenal versus Real Madrid to deliver over 2.5 goals, right? Arsenal, they are unbeaten in their last 10 UEFA Champions League matches, and in 8 of them, they were able to record a clean sheet, right? Real Madrid have conceded in 8 straight matches, and Real Madrid, they have also scored 2 or more goals in 5 of their last 6 Champions League games, all right? When you go through this game, another thing stands out. It's a game of class, high quality match between 2 elite attacking sides. Arsenal has the ability to go ahead and transition and score. Real Madrid likewise. Mbappe, Vinicius, Saka, just to mention a few. Real Madrid are missing Tchouaméni, right? That is also likely to open more space for Arsenal to get more goals. Unfortunately, and I'm going to disappoint many of you who believe that Arsenal is going to be winning. I am not betting on Arsenal win. Even if the stats is backing them to win, even if the stats is backing them to record a draw, personally, my wish, my hope is that they are demolished properly at home. Because they are very, very incompetent. How many of you lost their bets on Saturday because of Arsenal's incompetencies? So there is no way you will be expecting Arsenal to win today. Our wish is that they continue losing back to back, back to back, back to back, and they continue conceding more goals. The good thing is Real Madrid is in a position to give us the plenty goals we are talking about. And the other advantage is our goal market is not reliant on Arsenal scoring a goal or what, right? So if the Arsenal decides to record another set of mediocre results today, we are still guaranteed we are going to be cashing out and winning. That is why my selection is over 2.5 goals, right? If Real Madrid is to win the game, well and good. well and good. That is what I want. Our second game is Bayern versus Inter. In this very game, our prediction for Bayern versus Inter is Inter Asian handicap positive 0.75. If you currently struggling to understand Asian handicap, in the video description, I am attaching a link, right? Go through the video description, click the link, watch the video, understand Asian handicap. In the same video, you also get a template explaining to you all the Asian handicap markets that exist in football. What we are expecting is Inter to win the game. If Inter wins the game, we are safe. If the game ends in a draw, we are safe. By safe, my definition of safe is that we are going to be cashing out and we are going to be winning. If Inter is to lose by exactly 1 goal, if Inter is to lose the game by exactly 1 goal, then we are going to be losing half of our stake. But if Inter loses by 3 or 2 or more goals, then everything is completely lost, all right? So that is it. Reasons for Bayern versus Inter to end in an Asian handicap positive 0.75 for Inter. Inter have avoided defeat in 7 of their last 9 away matches in all competitions, all right? And then Bayern, their backline, their defensive system is injury ravaged, which is going to make them shaky today. Their goal margin and their goal expectation in this game is not appealing. 1.39, not enough to justify so many goals in the game. Inter, their defensive system is rated to be more solid this very moment, and I'm expecting Inter not to concede plenty goals from Bayern. If they are to concede, then they will be conceding 1 goal. It is a game where I am expecting under goals in the match. Potentially 0-1 in favor of Inter or 1-1 draw. So our prediction is Inter plus 0.75 Asian handicap. Our last game is Derby versus Burnley. Burnley, at the moment, they are the best team in the league. They're the best away team in England Championship. And they haven't lost in their last 27 league games, where they have won 16, drawn 11, and this very day, they are first placed with a goal difference of 43, which is super impressive. All right? Derby, in the last 3 games, we also must acknowledge their results. They have had 3 straight home win games, but the unfortunate part is Derby are sitting 21st at the moment. They share the same points with a team that is on relegation zone. So Derby is not safe technically from relegation. If they are to lose this game, then they are continuing to make themselves more vulnerable to get relegated. So Derby has something to fight for. But my belief that Burnley has a lot at stake convinces me to believe that they are going to nail Derby today. They are going to conquer Derby today. And they are going to outshine Derby today, right? That is what they call in chess, right? Aikido, right? Or if not Aikido, then you know, that is when you've won the chess match. Head-to-head records is so much in favor of Burnley because in the last 13, Burnley are unbeaten against Derby, all right? Burnley unbeaten in the last 13 head-to-head matches between Derby and Burnley, right? I'm talking about Burnley, just to get it, right? So in the last 6 matches between Derby and Burnley, we had 5 ending in clean sheets, right? That is an advantage. So it's a game where the most likely chances is either Burnley win or draw, or Burnley to win the game. But because my conviction that Burnley is going to be winning the game is stronger than a double chance, and because I love bigger odds, I am greedy to some extent, right? I will be betting on Burnley win. The odd is 1.91. So these are the predictions. These are the bet slips to those of you who are asking. Our first bet slip, we have the following games. In our first bet slip, we have Bayern Munich versus Inter Milano under 2.5 goals. The odd is 2.046. Derby County versus Burnley. Burnley to win. The odd is 1.91. That is our first bet slip to those of you who need further clarity. So that is the end of the first bet slip, all right? In our second bet slip, this is what we have. Our first bet slip has an odd of 3.907. In our second bet slip, we have an odd of 3.265. In our second bet slip, we have the following matches. Arsenal versus Real Madrid, over 2.5 goals. The odd is 1.96. Bayern Munich versus Inter Milano. Inter Milano, Asian handicap, positive 0.75. The odd is 1.666 or 1.666. Right? So that being said, we have officially come to the end of today's video, brothers and sisters. I really appreciate you for staying around, waiting for me, right? You know, I have to attend classes. Next time, I'll tell my lecturer, I am also a professor on YouTube, and I have so many people relying on me every single morning. If you have to create a class, or if you have to create an emergency lecture, please create it later in the day, not in the early morning of the day, because people are waiting for me, and me failing to post a video is going to result into the bookies sending so many people into the reds. The bookies deleting so many accounts. When I say delete, your profits will be deleted because you're going to be losing. You don't understand what is to be done. Be glad, because I'm very much committed, and every other single day, I will be here with you sharing you predictions. Join me inside our Telegram, all right? There's a link in the pinned comment section. To those of you who have problems understanding the Asian handicap market, a link is also provided in the attached or pinned comment section. With that being said, bye-bye, take care, see you tomorrow, Wednesday, all right? Love you.